I almost don't believe him.
Yeah.
Anyway, we get a chance to see whether or not eOnzErG has reformed from his first game and can now take games off of Dewalt, or if history is going to repeat itself and Dewalt will advance on to the round of 16. But for both BSL champions whose BSLs have ended in the round of 16s previously as well, only one of them could advance. So let's get into our first game of our last best of 3 of the night. The map is Gladiator. It's eOnzErG versus Dewalt. All right, in the bottom left-hand corner, in the white playing Zerg, is eOnzErG.
In the top right, it is the blue Protoss. It is Dewalt. So Gladiator, we already had an epic game of Dewalt versus Avi.
Insane, yeah.
And how did that happen? We just built so many Hydras, caught Dewalt off guard. I don't think he's going to be caught off guard this time, but it is eOnzErG who will just play very crazy, will try and catch you. I wonder if Dewalt will Forge expand or if we're going to see Gateway expand this time, because we already see him Forge expand twice in a row.
I'm almost sure he's going to go Forge expand here. I mean, the one downside is that you Gladiator low ground mains, so if you get pinned on your low ground, it's not GG, but it's rough to get back out of that. And that can definitely happen, like say if you get your natural busted or something early on. For me, when I think about like the strategies that Dewalt plays, you ever, who is it? I don't know if it was like Hydra or Artosis that talks about like the bad player wins not because he's good, but because he's so bad that he just wins the game because you don't expect what he's gonna do. But eOn's not necessarily like that. I mean, this guy, he's not like a meta slave, but he really does hone these well thought out builds, things like 9734. So that's what I would expect coming from eOnzErG, and we see it as a Forge expand from Dewalt.
So Forge expand again, 12 hatch or 11 hatch from eOnzErG. This does stop the forward gate from the Protoss player, but this is going to give Dewalt again Nexus first, basically. He's going to be able to skip the cannon. He's going to be able to skip it up until the gateway even.
Wow.
So really good opener for him. Now I'm curious to see the gas timing. Again, we haven't seen the 230 gas, which we see often when they're going straight lair all day long. So I wonder if eOnzErG's going to pull that out here. Also got to keep a watch on this probe because we already saw it go down at 250 earlier today.
Yeah. Probably not letting that happen again. I think we learned our lesson on that. But for the most part, kind of surprised to not see an overpool. So if this was Zealot pressure, you're just really gonna have to hold on. But I mean, this is still an economic start for both players, I guess I would say. So let's see if this third hatchery comes down immediately.
Dion.
Yeah, third hatch is going to be at top left or mid left, I mean. So this is not going to be split map scenario. We saw Avilov go for hatchery at the mineral only. This time we're going to have access to the third gas. There is the gas for eOnzErG. It is a 230 gas. So this is going to be a lair timing from him. Dewalt sees it, so he should know that he should go Stargate here. Now, is this going to be please build a cybernetic. I want to see the fastest Stargate in history right now.
Look, I mean, we got to build cannons though, right?
Do we though? We can see the lings. Yeah, he should have built the cannon.
Yeah,
but...
I mean, no, I'm with you. I all the time, I do this with Guardians. I want to see Guardians every game, and then they're teching a lair, or they're teching a hive, and I'm like, and then they, obviously would never ever go Guardians. But every once in a while we get it. We've had a couple games Guardians in BSL so far. But yeah, it is correct to go for the cannon. Maybe just one, and then see him hit that Stargate.
Yeah, so he built the cybernetics as soon as the gateway finished. In the Avilov game, he actually went Zealot first and then cybernetics, so this is even faster than that game. Now behind this, we do have lair halfway done. eOnzErG did start speed, so he does want to catch any Zealots moving out. Definitely want to catch the probe to make sure that they can't scout. Now we have seen Lurker drop twice today.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So this does not mean that this is going to be a Spire opener. We still have potential for something weird again.
I don't know if eOnzErG's a droppy boy. I would definitely associate him with more of like either the gonna try to go randomly mutas, try to scourge the first Corsair, or just like the standard 5-hatch Hydra play. But you're right, it could absolutely happen.
Well, Lair's done. I don't see a Hydrogen anywhere, so it's got to be Spire. And okay, Probe doesn't get picked off, but he does see that there's 8 links. I don't think this is anything abnormal. This seems pretty standard to me. Spire did start. Zealot somehow snuck across the map, going to try and get into mid-left. Meanwhile, Stargate is about to finish. Now, one thing to note here is I don't see Citadel. Okay, it just does start, so it is going to be the DT opener again.
And the Zealot should be able to bust into top or to the 9 o'clock base here. So is he? No. Oh my God.
Disgusting.
All right. Dewalt back on that. Okay, obviously it has 1 HP, so it's gonna have to run for its life.
Yeah, but he got maximum damage done. Now he got all the pros to be pulled.
Oh
he almost
no way, no way. Oh my God. Imagine needing to micro your drones in that situation.
That's crazy.
Disgusting.
So he has +1 Sayers coming in. He's got no +1 weapon on ground, so it's not going to be 7:30 timing. We know, oh, actually +1 weapon did start, so an 8:15 timing for him, but what's this? Oh, I thought it was 3 gate going up, but it is just going to be the Templar Archive pretty soon. What does eOnzErG have? We've got Spire done.
Getting our SimCity up.
Yeah, 4th and 5th hatch coming up, Hydrogen coming up, but he does lose his Overlord, so that hurts because we're blocked now.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to wait for either a hatchery to finish or some of these Overlords to come out. Wow, the slowest Overlord build time we've ever seen. Will he ever build a unit again?
He didn't have one in production.
No.
So, luckily for him, he got out 2 Sayers. 2 Scourge, so he can actually.
Oh my god, they're so dumb. They're so dumb.
Oh,
okay, he gets
okay, they're so smart.
No, okay. No, we're not changing our opinion there. The Scourge could graduate from Oxford University, and I'd still tell it was stupid. Anyway, like there's what are the competing dumb units? There's Scourge, there's Scarabs,
Goon.
There's Goons, right? Those are like top 3 easily, right? The Scourge have to be the dumbest. Oh god. Anyway.
I don't know, but yeah, they actually have to.
If you were playing Broodmore on a console, the Scourge auto aim would just make it hit every time. But for PC players with mouse and keyboard, it has to be difficult. I'm only saying that because I was playing Halo the other day with somebody on console, and I was using PC. I was just like killing it. I'm not even good, but like,
yeah.
But they have like really hardcore auto aim on, and they were doing quite well, even though they're very bad. It's just like, no Scourge auto aim for us. They just get to be bad.
Well, we do have 6 Zealots moving out. I'm a little bit surprised at that, and we do have a DT coming up behind it. I don't see a DT anywhere else on the map, so it's not like it got killed off anywhere. So 6 Zealots, what can you really do with this? He's going to come in here, see the Sunken, going to turn around.
I think you turn around. Yeah. No way you break that.
Yeah, so this time eOnzErG not taking any damage. Remember, we saw 4 hatch earlier. This time it is 5 hatch, so build not 6 hatch even, build not affected.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you go up this, you definitely turn around here too, right? I mean, at least he's going to connect with some Hydras. He gets a drone kill, which I think is more than he could have hoped for. Committing to this feels a little bit overzealous. Yeah,
yes,
got him.
A bit much. Now, where's that DT at? Okay, there it is. It's in the center of the map. +1 weapon, about to finish. Lurker upgrade again. Pretty fast for eOnzErG. I'm surprised that we're seeing this so often. 5 and 6 gate coming in for Dewalt. Again, double forge. Everybody's going, or at least he's going double forge in all the games today. There's the 7th gate. So really, everything is just identical to what Dewalt has been doing all day long. No reason to change it because it's had such good success.
Yeah, well, I feel like the times that Dewalt has changed it, like for example in his games versus Avilov, it's because the Zerg player does something to throw him off, right? Like some of these early like speed timings or like fast Hydras, but I mean, eOn's not doing any of that. Like, if anything, it's been more impressive that eOn is like defended against all of these Zealots everywhere. So now that both players are pretty much exactly where you'd want to be, I would say it's interesting to see that Dewalt, even though it's not in reaction to anything, is still getting that Dark Archon with Maelstrom.
Yeah, Dark Archon with Maelstrom, I am surprised he got that also because he was building Sayers and did have +1 coming, but it looks like he canceled it. Starting to go range, so he needs some type of anti-air. Zealots are out on the map, but they're not going to find really anything. They may actually get caught here. DT's going to have to do a bunch of work. Oh, we actually have speed on our Overlord, so never mind. Meanwhile, Scourge are trying to find those stairs because he knows that more than likely that this was going to be 5 or 6 stairs.
Yeah.
But they don't exist right now.
They just aren't there.
They just aren't there.
Well, instead of the stairs, it's important to say, okay, well, what is that money going into? And the answer is a ton of Templary units up at the front door, massive gateways.
Yeah, 7 gate.
Oh, actually, there's not that many Templar. There's only 4.
There's only 4, but they're banking energy.
Oh,
so
that's
that's
true.
Gonna be...
Well, also, we built a bunch of Dark Templar, too, so those count.
Well, here we go. Okay, I thought eOnzErG wanted to attack. I don't think that would have been a wise move. He does back off for now. He does have his 6 hatches. He's got Hive started, so he is teching really hard, but in order to make that trade, he does not have a 4th base. Meanwhile, Dewalt has not taken on any damage. He's starting to get up to critical mass Protoss. He's got Dark Archon. Did I see Maelstrom get upgraded this
yes,
time?
it did.
Okay, so he does have Maelstrom. He's got 8 Storms available.
Oof.
Just ridiculous amounts of AoE. He's about to have 2-1 kick in.
What are our Zealots doing in the middle of the map there? They're just walking around? Okay.
They are just patrolling around. Maybe they're looking for 4th bases. I don't know exactly, but eOnzErG's decided he's going to take the middle only. But I am a little worried that this 4th base feels kind of slowish. And even though Dewalt doesn't have 3 or 4 base right now, I think he's going to double expand as soon as he feels confident to move out.
Well, the scary thing is, yeah, now that these Zealots that were kind of trying to catch Eon riding dirty in the middle have recoalesced with this army. That's my word of the day. This is scary because Dewalt can absolutely move out right now. He does have, he only, built a couple of Corsairs. So this is pretty scary. I mean, if you just look at the supply, he's up about 20, but the bigger thing are these banked storms, because you can count every storm as like minus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 supply.
Yeah, so... Oh, and he has the pizza wedges, so that makes it even deadlier if we get onto high ground. And he's up 20 supply, but eOnzErG 125 versus 140. That's pretty good macro. I don't think you can get much higher than that. So really nicely done from eOnzErG. Meanwhile, Dewalt taking top middle, trying to deny it, but that's not going to get through. Now, he does see the Dark Archon.
Yeah.
So he sees what's coming.
I'd say that's pretty valuable. He just loses a couple of things, knows exactly where and what is out there for Dewalt. So now Eon's got to go into, maybe not panic mode, but look at all these Zerglings flooding out of the map. Hopefully for a flank or even to pick off reinforcements as they come across the map. Did he catch anything out there? No, he's actually just going straight for the natural.
Yeah, he was expecting there to be a 3rd base, but there is no 3rd base. But even though he doesn't find the Nexus, it did buy him time to get adrenaline up. It's about to finish. He got armor kicking in.
Wow.
So nice move from eOnzErG to force Dewalt to turn around. Meanwhile, Dewalt's been killing his upgrades because I've been watching the Forge. As soon as it completes, it just spins. It's just boom, boom, boom.
Right on time.
He's about to have, or he's halfway to +2 on armor. He started +3. So it's absolutely perfect. DT man trying to scout bottom middle, finds nothing. We're going to have like a huge slugfest any moment now.
I would not want this any other way. In fact, if we could play on the map Coliseum, that would be the only way to make this more appropriate. Or match point or something like that. But Coliseum for sure. Because these guys are just like, they get to pick their weapons, they get to pick their armor and everything, and then they just go out there and they just slug it out. This is some gladiator stuff going on right now. So scouting Zerglings find Dewalt again, and that allows him to reposition, make sure that he is in position on these high ground pizza wedges. There's a lot of Storm out there. Storm 1 to take out the Lings.
For the best Terran NA.
What?
Really good Storm there. I thought he was going to get a lot of Lings, but a very good split from eOnzErG to save them. Lurker's trying to come in here and defend this wedge, because this is what you want. And look at how Dewalt only sends in the Dragoons. All the Zealots on hold position in the back. I think he's going to bust through. All these Lurkers are very weak, but look at supply now. 147 versus 149.
More from like 10 Lurkers behind this, 9. And the Storms are being bled out on just cracklings. We can replace those. He's not sending in big masses of units immediately. He's actually picking off quite a few Dragoons with this.
Yeah, he's killing a lot of Dragoons, which are expensive. He's forcing to rebuild Dragoons.
God, these cracklings are disgusting.
Yeah, they're disgusting. And you don't even want Goons. Why? Because Consume is halfway done. Meanwhile, another Link counterattack trying to find this 3rd base. Again, nothing there. So, not going to get much done. But 3rd base is up and running. Meanwhile, we've now finally penetrated through the third base.
Lurkers coming in though. Storm kind of whiffs there. Second one's okay, but look at all of these lurkers. I mean, the base is dead, but these lurkers should be able to keep all the zealots from. I mean, I guess
We don't have
there.
anything except zealots now. How do we actually fight?
Oh, okay. Well, that's
well, those are late.
yeah, it looks sicker than it actually is. But yes, sick Maelstrom. We did it. Except we didn't. A secondary storm kills a couple of lurkers, but there's still 4 or 5 left, and there's cracklings being just made en masse to push everything back.
Dewalt needs to turn around because sure, he can kill a bunch of stuff with Storm, but we don't have much Storm available, and these are literally just almost all zealots after that. So he needs to escape because 4 Templar, 6 Templar right here in this army. So if he loses them, oh man, he is gonna lose them. This is a lot of potential Storm gone.
I think we've seen this before. This looks a lot like those games versus Avi. So taking out the lurker on the ramp is going to be the biggest, most important thing, and he does get that. Defending on high ground here, but this is a very tiny, scared Protoss army that's been wedged, isolated in this corner. Even with this DT to be a little bit cheeky and help him hold it infinitely here. I mean, he's not dealing any damage to eOnzErG, who's now expanding to the upper left-hand base.
Yeah, eOnzErG gonna take a 5th base. Meanwhile, Dewalt still no 4th base. He's floating actually a lot of money, 2K, 1K, a bit unusual for Dewalt. Meanwhile, eOnzErG doing really well. It's 1K, 1K for him, but he can just plop down an Ultralisk Cavern. Meanwhile, top left has gotten up. eOnzErG is up in drones. He's even in supply. Everything is perfect for him. I'm getting very worried for Dewalt now.
Yeah, I think for Dewalt at this point, I don't want to say overcommitted there, but he always just loses a little bit too much. He doesn't have an exit strategy necessarily. So now he's still got this trapped army down here, and yeah, you can trade almost infinitely down here. Ah, nice one. I mean, he does unfortunately scourge his observer there, so maybe lurkers are the way to deal with this. But how many kills does that Archon have? 30 kills.
Well, Dewalt is trying to plow through top left, but there's a decent amount of lurkers here. It's a couple, plus Nidus, plus Sunken. No way he's getting through that, so he's going to turn around. And there's lanes and defilers set up on the bottom right side of the map, so it's not like Dewalt can necessarily go expand there. So this is great for eOnzErG. I think he's going to have 6, 7 base very quickly, and he's about to get 3-3. It's about halfway done. There's no plasma shields upgrades.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We haven't seen that all day long. Every time +3 weapon has completed, we've skimped out on plasma. So Lings are gonna be dealing tons of damage through those shields.
I mean, we're dealing with the Lings actually pretty well. I've been kind of impressed by that, whether it's with that 30 kill Archon or big Storm Maelstrom combos. But now I think we're going for it. Look at that stream of Lings all the way across the map. I mean, decent Storms are decent, but the High Templar need to stay alive. He's getting them picked off over and over and over again. He's got like 1 left.
Somehow eliminates almost all of the Templar. Now, finally, something we were waiting for all day long. We do have the support bay. It is only getting speed for now, so we don't know if it's actually going to be Reaver, but Dewalt needs Reaver because Gladiator is a map where Zerg explodes really hard, and we got to trade very effectively if we want to keep up.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the way. Oh, Plague on our army. It's all their Dragoons. Those things are totally useless now, and maybe you chase down that Defiler. Who care that? There's so many more bases. Eon's getting a 6th.
Yeah, 6th base coming up for Zerg. Shuttle, I did see. Okay, there it is at the natural. It is loaded up a Templar. We'll have to see where he wants to go with it. Meanwhile, I think that was another Plague onto some of the units at top middle. But, okay. The issue for me is Dewalt's probe count is 49.
Oh, yeah.
Like, our econ is... It's okay for 2 base, but we've got 3 base mining. We need some more econ. It looks like he's finally going to get his 5th base up at bottom right. But eOnzErG has 60 drones. He's killing it with the econ.
I mean, look. I don't know if how many hatcheries does
He has
this guy
so
on?
yeah,
like 20 hatcheries
he actually has
right
so
now.
many hatches. He has like
1, 2, 3, 4,
9.
5,
He has
6, 7,
12
8.
hatches.
Jeez. Okay, so yeah, get ready. It's coming. And more than that, like, which base do you hit right now? Like, Dewalt's trying to get up a 4th base. Meanwhile, his opponent has like, I don't know, 6, 7, whatever. And so he's got these, Dewalt has these tiny pockets of units that individually don't really do anything. Like, oh my god, that is so many lurkers. Get out!
but they're all clumped.
Yeah, they are clumped. I thought he was just going to storm them, but it actually looked like he's just going to kill it the old-fashioned way. Damn, I definitely thought those lurkers were going to trade much better.
Yeah, he cleared so much supply there, and he also cleared out Hydraling in the center of the map, so now he's feeling confident to move down. Actually, there's only one lurker here under the Dark Swarm, so he's going to try and move in, but there is a Nidus. Dragoon's got to be careful because, again, these are expensive units, and I feel like Dewalt is going in a little bit too far, but what else can you do?
Oh, some nice storms, but unfortunately storms don't kill buildings. We still got to deal damage to those with something else. He's got a decent amount of units here, but once again, the High Templar are buffering in the front. They're not being saved in the back, and I mean, it feels like Eon's just got so much to run into this.
Well, I think eOnzErG forgot he has a Nidus because it took him so long to actually load it up. Meanwhile, Dark Swarm is almost gone, and now the Dragoons can actually deal damage.
I mean, these new cracklings are really going to come through in a big, big way, taking out the Archon almost immediately. And like you said, we don't have any shield upgrades, so these cracklings are just going to chew through everything.
Yeah, they just massacred a lot of Dragoons there. Meanwhile, eOnzErG does save his base. Only a few Sunkens went down. Sure, a lot of Lurkers went down at the Nat, but we did manage to save it. Meanwhile, Dewalt has recovered his econ a little bit. He's up to 51 probes. eOnzErG lost 15 probes, and I don't know where it looks like we had a drop at mid-left because the drones got wiped out.
Okay, maybe Zero can confirm that for us. But the bigger thing is, yeah, there's a big drop. It killed everything. We missed it. The bigger thing is that Dewalt has managed to get up a 4th base, which is massive. 5th base, I guess it is. And this is going to keep him alive. He gets to keep playing the game right now. He's on 3 bases, essentially, that natural, pretty mined out. And that gives him the ability to fuel Infinity Zealots with that mineral only, and then get the gas for the tech that he needs, which right now is High Templar in shuttles with Archons for support. Tons of storms everywhere, and that shield upgrade coming through.
Yeah, +1 shield finally kicks in. He's got +2 coming. I think eOnzErG kind of bled off a lot of units, but then I look at the supply and it's basically even, and now Dewalt is going to try and engage, and all these Zealots are going to fall. He's going to turn around, but he does at least have mid-right up and running. He's got a lot of probes there.
Let's see what the shuttle is up to. I'm guessing either protecting High Templar or DT drops or High Templar drops, or where are we going with that? I guess top right, or top left.
Top left, Zealot Storm drop. eOnzErG, oh, we have Reaver at mid-left.
Oh my god, what?
Actually had 1 health left, gets taken out by Link.
Okay, so that's how he killed everything there. Never mind.
Yeah, but meanwhile, this drop with the Zealot and Templar are going to top left, and there's a lot of drones here. This is like 15 drones that he could potentially get. eOnzErG doesn't see it yet. There's one storm.
Oh my god. Okay, maybe second storm not that great, but he just killed like 15 drones there.
Yeah, and he got out. And meanwhile, on the right side of the map, eOnzErG not able to deal any damage with his links. He's not able to actually get into the 5th base. He's got a lot of Ling Lurker, so Dewalt does need to be careful about letting the Defiler get there. And there it is. There is the Defiler. But both players just slugging it out right now. I'm trying to find where the shuttle actually went. They're flying over. Hydra's in the middle of the map.
Got it. Okay, it actually makes it out. Shuttle speed. It's a good upgrade. Oh, Plague on our units in the middle. That sucks. But let's see how much damage this can get done. Dropping 4 Zealots off here, so it's not like it's just going to one-shot it. Make sure we avoid that spore. But still, Dewalt is killing it. He's everywhere now.
Yeah, 4 Zealots are going to get cleaned up by the Lurkers. Meanwhile, the Lurkers and Lings on the right side still haven't been able to bust through the 5th base. I'm trying to see, do we have another shuttle somewhere?
Well, that shuttle just got sniped right now, and he wasn't able to kill the hatchery. He did deny mining, but didn't kill any drones, so they're just going to go back to work business as usual. But now, finally, Dewalt's going to try to push into this pizza wedge that has all the Hydras on it. I'm just like,
eOnzErG is crying now.
Nice storm there, but you gotta save those High Templar.
Well, there's actually not a lot of defense here, but eOnzErG going for another counterattack in the middle only. Reaver comes out, so Reaver cannon should save the day. Meanwhile, Ling Lurker Defiler drop onto the 5th base. This is exactly what eOnzErG needed.
I mean, unfortunately, the Dark Swarm is just barely not covering the cannons, so the Lings actually do evaporate here. But there's more Lings. They're killing the probes at the mineral only.
Yeah, he wipes out about 15 probes there, so nicely done from eOnzErG.
It's such a scrappy game.
Yeah, there's just action everywhere. I'm still waiting to see if there drop somewhere. But eOnzErG is broke. Meanwhile, Dewalt is still struggling to spend his minerals, but he's got such a huge army now.
I mean, yeah, it's going to come down to the bottom right, or maybe even the mineral only or based in the upper left. But eOnzErG definitely needs to expand, whereas Dewalt is rolling in money at this point. That converts to even just simply zealots, but more importantly, it means he can keep pumping out these High Templar.
Another attack to the mineral only of Dewalt. Not going to get taken out. Defiler is looking for some juicy plagues. He gets off another one. Once more, though. That's a pretty good one.
We're getting up there. Either way, every time you press these
drones.
pizza wedges, oh god, another Reaver drop here.
Top left got all of their drones wiped out.
These 24-minute Reaver drops, man, those are what really gets you. Oh, he's gonna lose it to lurkers, but hey, mission accomplished. 37 to 50 workers.
Yes, so Dewalt, much better econ now, but after being plagued about 8 times, his armies, even though the supplies say it's in favor of Dewalt, I would say that eOnzErG's army is better. I would actually like to see a drop into Dewalt's main because there's no vision between the 2 bases at top middle.
Oh, that's right.
And we have no cannons. Well, we have 2, but
no cannons.
Lings don't care about 2 cannons. Meanwhile, here we go. Hydra Lurker trying to engage this army. Or Hydra Ling, I mean.
I mean, it's going to do okay until the storms start flying, and then you just got to get out. Yeah, look at that. 3 storms. Like, get out of here. So he's retreating to another pizza wedge. He's being continually pushed back from taking any of those southern bases.
We have some more shuttles being made, so it looks like Dewalt's key to victory here is to just harass eOnzErG to death, and he's had good success so far. That 6th base that we saw a few minutes ago has not even been attempted to get back up.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's just sitting there. eOnzErG is struggling to just maintain what he already has. Meanwhile, Dewalt, his 3rd base is getting close to mined out. 4th base is basically mined out, so he needs to start thinking about taking bottom right.
I don't know if Dewalt misclicked, but I think he accidentally used all the storm in his main army.
It looks like he did blow a lot of energy. He only has 3 available. Here comes another shuttle bomb to bottom middle. Hydra's already set up, so this is actually just going to get intercepted. Here we go.
All
They're
right.
gone. Oh, no.
Where's our storm? There's still an opportunity. Oh, my God. Never mind. All right. Get me out of here. We actually hit 3 storms there. Okay,
Dewalt is doing such a good job with his harassment because really eOnzErG was just crushing it with the macro, and now Dewalt is just killing it with all this harassment. But still, we gotta have another base because now we're down to under 400 minerals.
Yeah. I mean, that mineral only is not going to cut it. He's on like 2 bases right now. He's got to get up a 3rd. But where do you take it? Bottom.
Look at bottom right, not mining gas. Meanwhile, top left, we do have an attack. But Nidus is here.
Yeah, Nidus is here. He's going to plague on all the zealots. Nyokin covering his eyes in disgust. Not safe for Protoss.
This is not the angle Dewalt wants. He's got only Dragoons now. Well, maybe it is what he wants.
Look, dude. Okay, we've just got storms.
We've got so many storms.
So you just place the storm on the swarm. Everything dies. Easy. So we're trying to get up another base, but once again, expanding towards the Zerg player, never ideal. Eventually everything there is going to die.
Yeah, this feels a bit ambitious to take this base, but he's gonna try to. I don't know how well that's gonna work out for him. Cannon, this army plus cannons would be very strong, but Lurker, Ling, Defiler getting into position. Another shuttle going to bottom middle. 3 Templars this time.
Yeah, but there's a lot of anti-air, a lot of defense. We're gonna fly in here. We're being chased by Scourge. We drop off the High Templar. An okay storm. He gets the double storm off, but it doesn't actually catch the drones mining.
Oh my god. He's pushing.
Yeah, in the meantime, he's going to lose this attempt at another base. He does get some decent storms, but, I mean, Defiler stays alive, and, okay, the cracklings are going to kill everything.
I actually think eOnzErG did it, because bottom right for Dewalt, his 5th base, we're not mining the gas.
That's such a huge
He must have lost his probe somehow, because we see it some of it is partially gone. And he needs all the gas he can get because he's consistently trading Templars for drones.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, Dewalt is just gas.
Oh, look
right
at our
now. I mean,
supply just plummeted, like actually just dipped, like 50 supply.
Yeah, I feel like Dewalt's kind of losing it so far. Yeah, he's just out of gas. 40 gas.
Literally, it's out of gas. He's just run out of steam.
Well, he's not actually out of gas because he has that entire geyser. But
yeah, he just doesn't have anything. eOnzErG, sure, he's lost a bunch of drones, but he's recovered every single time. And now our army comp for Dewalt is 5 zealots, a Templar. We just flat out don't have any tech units anywhere. An Archon and 2 zealots at the bottom. That's it.
Okay, so if you're in this position, you need to trade cost effectively. So he's making a Reaver, he's making some Dark Templar. I think those are both great. He's got to hold on against the might of a Zerg player who is 20 supply ahead of him. Has tons of Crackling Swarm, and it's going to take a lot for Dewalt to be able to take this southern base.
Yeah, and now, after backing off, that's relieve pressure on eOnzErG to start taking top natural. Meanwhile, just constant lane production from eOnzErG. He knows that Dewalt can't have much here, so he's syncing up all of his lanes. He's actually pulling the Hydras and Lurkers out of position at bottom. Really, all that's missing here is a Defiler, but I don't really think he needs it.
I think this could be like a killing blow, taking out this bottom base. Massive storms, of course, but at some point, it's just not going to be enough.
Well, Dewalt has got a couple Templars over, but every Archon he morphs, we're almost not able to build a Templar to replace them.
Yeah, I think he has, what, +2 shields?
He has +2 shields.
Okay, so I mean, that's okay, but you definitely need storms here, and especially with the plagues coming down, his army just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, so he is going to hold for now, though, and even though he was down 40 supply a minute ago, he's up supply. He's up 4 supply now. Reaver's in position, but still, eOnzErG in a great position. We're just waiting for another juicy plague. Reaver needs to get off miraculous shots here. Oh,
He's
no.
just gonna die. Oh, no, he does get off the scarab that it needs. Another one coming out, stopping. He's piecemeal Zerglings from filing in more and more storms on the Dark Storm. Oh, the Lurkers! They kill every single probe. One lone probe makes it back to tell the tale.
Meanwhile, we lost drones again somewhere because we went from 50 to 39. But I don't know if it matters. We lost a ton of our AoE at bottom middle. We've got cannons. We've got 2 storms available. DT man with an observer is out, is doing work.
Wow, yeah, that single DT killing off Defilers, Lurkers.
Oh,
There's Oh My. Yeah, can't run those Zealots there. And actually, this base is so remarkably well defended, but is it going to be enough? There's all the probes dying.
yeah. He's killing so many Lurkers with this 1 DT. 9 kills on a DT.
Yeah, and at 31 minutes, I mean, it's not like it just got forgotten in a base or something. It's actually getting value.
Look at eOnzErG's money. He's pretty broke also. So, oh, he's got mid-left.
Infinity
He's got like
drones.
12 drones idle at mid-left. So actually not mining very much at all. Dewalt's not mining much either. But if he can transfer these probes that he's
All right, this
sending
is
right
it.
now.
Okay, he storms the Lurker, and he's going to make sure not to transfer through the Lurker, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he avoids it.
Okay, so this base is up and running, and he is getting gas from it.
Yeah, and okay, finally eOnzErG finds the drones at mid-left. But now Dewalt has bottom right. And eOnzErG has had the main at top left forever. So these are fresh bases for Dewalt.
I mean, so for Dewalt, when he's able to mine from this for a while, what's he going to get up? It seems like he is transitioning to, well, he had a Reaver there. I think it went down.
Here we go. eOnzErG, tons of links, tons of lurkers. But this is a lot of Protoss.
Yeah, but there's no splash damage here aside from one
Yeah, but
Archon.
it's an Archon.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to pop instantly.
But what's the follow-up now? Okay, these units on the side of the map for Dewalt, he needs to reinforce. He's actually getting all of his cannons busted.
I mean, he did finally kill everything, just barely, but that's going to be it. He taps out after he defended that base?
I think he was dead, but I'm surprised that I thought he was going to get it up, but he didn't.
I mean, look, that is only game number 1, but geez Louise, if that's what game 1 looks like, we could be for another one of these marathon series. What a game. Both players, you could tell they're super evenly matched. I feel like, comebacks can be a little bit disappointing. Sorry, I'm getting cut off a little bit there. I'll hug Nyokin a little bit more. It feels like comebacks can be really difficult if one player is able to just really nail their build, especially if it's something super aggressive. But man, with these players, it feels like either they respect each other to not kill each other, or they just can't because they're both so good. And then once they get their massive armies, just watching these slugfests is just, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, and clearly the first series has not affected eOnzErG.
No,
because
he's back in it.
He is playing very well. He macroed very well. He kept up with the harassment very well. But Dewalt, it's not like Dewalt's playing bad.
Yeah.
He was playing really good.
eOnzErG is crying
outplayed him
from
at the
happy
crossing field. 1 game away, Dewalt being eliminated. and eOnzErG getting his revenge.
Well, now we're on Crossing Field too, and this is one of those weird, wacky maps with the back natural. So either you can get super greedy, or punish your opponent for getting super greedy, or just both players take 3 bases. We just accelerate. You're going to be seeing +3 started at 7 minutes or something crazy like that. It's going to be a very exciting map, and it could decide a lot here because it is match point for eOnzErG. So let's see if Dewalt can hold on and come back and take us to an ace match in this final series, Group C. All right, the left-hand side of the map in yellow, playing Zerg, it is eOnzErG.
In the bottom right, in the blue, it is the Russian Protoss. It is Dewalt. Yeah, so I actually want to see the J-Yun build, or aka the July Zerg build. I want to see the Ling drone bust on the natural or into the main. If we
It's
see
so sexy when it works,
Yes.
but if you like can't drill or your drone glitches,
well, it's also so sexy when it fails because it's like,
oh yeah.
don't
You
even try that.
tried,
Don't even
yeah.
try that.
Yeah, that's totally right. It's very polarizing. But either way, the true winners, of course, are the fans.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're gonna have a good game, but I don't think either player is gonna go for that. Ooh.
In-base pylon.
So this is kind of like what we were talking about with SPX, maybe intelligently building his buildings inside so he doesn't get rushed. This is maybe less so. I mean, obviously that did not save in the game. It lost it because he didn't build units. So this time, I like it because at least he's not going to get rushed. And he has a back natural.
Yeah, so we already saw who did this? It was J-Yun versus I can't remember the Protoss, but he went for the back base and then oh, it was TT1.
Yeah.
And then they busted the front
Yeah.
with the drones and the links. So it looks like that's what DeWalt's going to go for because we're building excess probes. Everything looks the same. So please eOnzErG, send that drone out.
Look, it's here we go. We're sending it. Oh, is that a hatchery drone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a hatchery.
Okay, the second drone coming out. There it is.
It's too late at this point.
I know. Get my hopes up.
Well, DeWalt is taking the back base, so I guess he was inspired by TT1's innovative build. At least I've never
Is
seen
that
it
what
on
we're
here.
calling it? Innovative?
What's this? Is eOnzErG triple hatching before pool?
I think he is
Oh,
three
no.
hatch before pool.
No, actually, it
Oh,
does
okay. Disappointed. I mean, obviously, if the probe does not see the pool there, you can start to look at your watch a little bit. Like, wait a second. There's supposed to be one of those.
Well, we know that this time it should be double gate based on the TT1 game. Should be, doesn't have to be.
Oh, you're right.
But it could just be straight up tech because we do see that the pool is not a pool first build. So we will have to wait and see what DeWalt actually wants to go for. Actually, I think he's going to go for gas now. Yeah, there's the gas. So actually just going to have a 12 Nexus opener. Very ideal.
Well, 12 Nexus is, like you said, about the best. Let me try that again. About the best you can get. But it is at the back natural, so you've only got 2k gas at those geysers, and it's definitely not a base that's going to last you forever. Whereas for eOnzErG, he's just business as usual. 3 hatcheries, not quite before pool, but still, you're not really feeling threatened.
Yeah, 3 hatch. Don't have to defend any of the hatches other than the entrance. If you defend the entrance, it defends everything. So that's a nice feature of this map. Meanwhile, DeWalt, he defends his ramp. He defends, 2 bases for free. He doesn't even have to build cannons anymore. So I'm curious to see actually how streamlined his build gets. Because look, still no Forge out on the map. We have a Cybernetics halfway done. Last game, the Cybernetics just started at this point. So
oh yeah, you're right.
we are killing it. Sarah's gonna be coming out pretty fast.
Yeah. I mean, when you invest this much in 3 hatcheries, whoa! Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to break. When you invest this much in 3 hatches, you're gonna be a little bit slow on everything else. So, was it Control O? I was just curious about the timing on the Hydra Den. It's about halfway done right now. There's no Spire, which is most crucially important.
Yeah, no Spire, no Lair, so we'll have to wait and see what this is. Looks like we've got a lot of drones in the main, 8 so far. He is transferring another drone to the natural, so it's 8 in the main, 8 at the natural. A few more coming in at the third base.
Yeah, let's count our drones here really fast. What are we at? We're at 7. Uh-oh. Are we at 9? Okay, okay, 8. We'll let it slide this time. Okay, it's the 7-8-2 build, Nyoken. Okay,
we just transferred one back.
Okay, all right.
So it is 973. This is
Yeah.
actually gonna be 973 from him. First time we've seen it in weeks for me.
Yeah. Well, the thing about 973 is that it can be a little bit hard to scout, and especially here, it's super hard to scout because there's basically no way of getting into that back base or really seeing anything until you get that Corsair out, and by then, it can be too late.
It can actually be too late. So we do have first cannon coming in. I wonder how many you have to actually build to defend it when you're on a map like this. I'm also waiting to see what the tech is for Dewalt. Okay, Citadel comes in, so again, another Templar opening. He doesn't have his back gas just yet, so this might actually just be Speed Zealot.
Let's see, because I mean, obviously, one of the best ways to stop 973 is to go for Citadel, but obviously, that's definitely not what we have. Oh, yeah, actually, we do have it. It's almost done.
Oh,
This is a
third
test.
gate.
Okay.
This looks like we're gonna have a gateway flood. Fourth gate gonna be coming up.
Now, is that going to kick in time? Because we've already got these Hydra boys headed across the map.
Well, that's true. I didn't realize that he's just gonna try it. I think when he sees the second cannon, he's not gonna go for it.
I hope not. I mean, that's suicide, right?
Yeah, high ground cannon with hold position zealots in the front, but he does have an overlord for vision.
I mean, he's committing to it. Like, he sees the cannons. How?
He's actually getting in. There's only
No
one
way,
cannon.
no way. Where's the missed chance?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, there's no way we win
He
this,
gets
right?
the goon too. Forces a pro pull
Jeez.
with a 3-base Zerg that doesn't have to build any sunkens and doesn't have to build them ever.
And we're transitioning into drones behind.
Yeah, drones behind it. 4th and 5th hatch coming up. It was a fast speed build for the zealots. We see that 4 gate is done. There was no gas at the natural, so that kind of gave it away. But +1's kicking in for Protoss, but he had to build a bunch of extra cannons he didn't want. He had to pull the probes. So everything, this was mission accomplished for eOnzErG.
Sure.
He got so much damage done.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing about 973 is that a lot of times it can be hard for the Protoss player to tell when the Zerg is switching out of it. So they don't know, like, is there more coming? What are we doing here? How dead are we? Are we alive? And so for eOnzErG, he got up the ramp. He was very, very scary. Forced out a bunch of cannons. Forced the Corsair coming back. And back behind this, he's getting up 1 million. He's up to 5 hatches yet? I think he is, right?
He's up to 5 hatch. He's got his evolution chamber coming in. Layers
Got the finish.
basically done. Now +1 power spike kicking in for Dewalt, but I don't think he can feel confident about moving out. He still doesn't know what exactly is waiting for him underneath. Oh, well, he is going to move out.
I mean, that's a lot of zealots, so this is certainly very scary. They're going to run right up on these Hydras and get a pretty good surrounds, but ultimately the Hydras should be able to run away, right?
Yeah, they are just going to turn around, run away, and we do have lurkers being upgraded again.
Yeah.
We've got, again, like I said, we just didn't have to build any sunkens at all, so everything's just amazing. Now, actually, the Hydras might get intercepted here, which would be huge if Dewalt can pick them off.
Now, let's see. Obviously, high ground versus low ground is going to be big. There are some ways that you can keep running south. The reinforcing Hydras, though, coming in for the sandwich, they are going to be firing from low ground to high ground, so it's suboptimal, but man, Dewalt is trading this about the best that he can. Oh, yeah, catching a bunch more of the Hydras, picking off a few more, trying to get into that 6 o'clock base or 7, and I think he could, but continuing to try to keep the pressure on. Yeah, he's just going to force a cancel here.
This is going to be canceled, so that's nicely done for Dewalt. He needed to get damage done. Behind this, we've got 7 gate for him. Temple Archive is done. I didn't see if Storm got upgraded. He does have a fast robotics come in. He's done it consistently every game. I guess he knows that eOnzErG loves lurkers. Meanwhile, Zealots are just going to turn around themselves. Trying to see. I don't think we have Storm at all. I don't see.
No, I never saw it upgraded.
Never saw it get upgraded. Never saw DT drop coming in.
Ooh, okay. I really like that Dewalt seems to be favoring more of this like Corsair DT kind of play, because it kind of takes me back. It's not like the Bisu build, but oh my god, how many zealots is that? That's like a control group.
That's like
2 control groups.
That's like 18 zealots, something like that. It's a lot of zealots, but that's a lot of Hydras also. So, and lurkers coming out now, finally. So +1 weapon kicking in for Zerg any moment now. Gotta be careful not to fight on this on this high ground, though.
Man, I think eOnzErG is doing a good job, like being proactive, getting out there on the map, but consequently, Dewalt is not taking fights where he can't win them. And because he hid these zealots down here, I think he can actually just run in and snipe that 7 o'clock base again.
Okay, Hydra's gonna counter to the main of Dewalt. We have 3 cannons. That's it. DTs going across the map actually get found. Shuttle goes away, or shuttle gets picked off. Once these cannons go down, we have no detection.
This is
we have no units.
A suboptimal time to have no units.
He just.
Do we have Storm?
No Storm. He's halfway done.
Did we just lose?
Where are the zealots? Somehow, almost all the zealots died at bottom left.
They're in the natural.
Oh, they're in the natural.
They're killing a bunch of drones. So I mean, this is damage done. But I mean, do you just die over here? Where's Storm? It's not even halfway done.
It's not even done yet. Zealot. Oh, a lurker on the ramp, preventing Dewalt from getting in.
Crucial. Oh my God.
That's it. We have no vision.
Yeah.
He gets this lurker in the main.
We're making an observer, but it cannot be any slower to produce.
Well, fortunately for Dewalt, we're not able to reinforce. Like, this is all eOnzErG has right now, but it's 2 lurkers. Oh, the Templar got picked off.
So the Templar get picked off.
Oh my God.
Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, the probes can't get out either. They're trapped in here.
Oh no, the lurkers are going around the back.
They're going
Observer
for it.
comes out. Look at him. Look at him running for those lurkers. He knows that he's got to get
behind the mineral line. Oh, he's going into the back national, but there's a lot less probes there.
Oh, no.
Oh my God. Okay, he gets one spike off. More of them surrounding it. That's quite a few drones to go down, but at least it wasn't the massacre awaiting in the main.
Yep. But Dewalt killed bottom left. There's only 1 hatchery remaining. It's still 80 to 55. Anyone's game. Drone count is way in favor of Dewalt at this point. He killed so many drones, and now eOnzErG, he only has 3 hatches. He can no longer produce that 5-hatch Hydra. He can't even mine bottom left efficiently, so it looks like Dewalt miraculously held.
I thought he was super dead.
He was super dead.
Either because he just didn't have any units or because he didn't have any detection. And then somehow he just got both of those. Wow. So the things that you needed but didn't have, you now have, and hold on. But look at the streams and streams of Hydras flowing across the map here. I mean, this is still going to be maybe a little bit difficult. I mean, it doesn't help if you have an observer if you just observe the army that is about to kill you.
So here comes eOnzErG. I feel like this is going to be his last stand. There, he can't get through this. There's just so many zealots. It's like more zealots than there are Hydras. And there's a DT out
there. This is Overlord.
Well, there's no Overlord, but there are lurkers.
I mean, even just this DT is going to be this a terrible trade to make. He does have a couple of Overlords coming. Those are Hydras. Never mind. You just can't see anything.
Yeah, and the Observer gives vision onto the lurker. DT just having a field day.
Well, yeah, I would think it is safe to say that unless this is an Overlord coming in from behind, and it's not,
DT is still dealing damage. It's still actually just swiping all day long on these lurkers.
What's the plan here?
So behind this, what is eOnzErG actually doing? He's morphing a second layer. Oh, we're just falling apart.
Yeah, I think, oh man, you hate to see him do it to him, but you could definitely tell at this point that there's a subtle mental destabilization. We call that brain boom.
Boom?
Mental boom, yeah. Going on here for Eon. I mean, not just the second layer, but trying to kind of hammer away at an impregnable position. Not the way to do it. I mean, he's still trying. He's like, what if I just build more Hydralisks?
He's all in. He's not droning. He's not efficiently mining bottom left. He's got to go for it. There is limited storm. The problem is there's just too much Protoss. Well, maybe not. Lurkers are getting off massive shots.
Yeah, and there are reinforcing lurkers behind this, so the Hydras are kind of supposed to buffer a little bit, and eventually these Zealots will die. I think he's had a storm, and so picking up these High Templar is actually beautiful. Dodges even the last storm. So, I mean, look, he's doing everything he absolutely has to do, but I don't know if he can get through the rest of what Dewalt has left.
Yeah, there's a lot of goons unburrowing the lurkers.
High Templar, or can you pick up the observers? Yeah, he gets one observer. He's going to get the second. No, second observer is saved. And, he saves it again with 2 HP. No, he kills everything.
We're going to a game 3.
Beautiful control. We are going to a game 3. Yeah, there's nothing eOnzErG can do. He's at 25 drones. There's no units being doubled in supply. Damn, that observer save was so sick.
Yeah, actually crazy. Oh man, so these I thought Dewalt was dead to the attack, but his zealots bottom left completely changing the outcome of this game.
I love how Dewalt will balance the game on a knife's edge. He did that earlier in his series against Avi in the game that he won. He like made a trade and he's also maybe about to die, and somehow he doesn't die, and then he wins the trade, and it's like, wait a second, we're back to even again, I think. But I don't think this is back to even, because eOnzErG still has 25 drones and is just making as many Hydra Lurker as he can.
Yeah, so this is most likely going to be one of, or close to one of the last attacks from eOnzErG. Here he comes. It's 4 Lurkers, handful of Hydras. We've got Storm. Oh, God. Yeah, there's just too much Protoss. We have multiple observers now. He's doing as much as he can, but we got goons supporting now.
Yeah,
eOnzErG one more time is crying without any particular reason.
And I think it is time to Naga. And there it is. GG typed out. eOnzErG will tap out and bring us to the ace match. These last 2 series have been
Yes.
Perfect. I can't believe it. So we're down to our final game.
So
I think, yeah, both players
Go Dewalt, time to come back.
much respected each other. We're not seeing any crazy cheese. I would say that like the games where Dewalt was using like all these crazy Reaver drops at 20 minutes and like making all these like trades to come back and sort of wax on, wax off, especially in his series against Avi, but even game number 1. I love how able he is to think about ways to get back into the game. But, you know, that's getting back into the game. I would love to see him like with an advantage. I guess that's the closest thing we've seen to it in both of these last series.
Well, I want to see this map, and that's what we're getting, because it is Heartbreak Ridge.
I thought it was going to be Sylphid.
I thought it was going to be Sylphid also, but we saw this earlier.
Yeah.
And that was dirty.
It was. But I mean, you can't pylon wall your opponent in twice in a row, right?
You can't. I can believe in that.
Okay, well, look, if he does it again, if that's how you win, that's some serious energy coming out of Dewalt. It's big Dewalt energy. That's what BDE stands for. Anyway, the map is Heartbreak Ridge, and last time we saw some shenanigans. What are we going to see this time? Either way, one of our players is going to advance on the round of 8. Let's find out who it's going to be. So here we are. On the left side of the map in the magenta, playing Protoss from Russia, it's Dewalt.
In the bottom right, we've got the white Zerg from Belgium. It is eOnzErG. So
why are there no probes out on the map yet?
Yeah, why are there no probes? Well, Dewalt didn't get the right side, that's why.
Okay.
You can't do it.
Unlucky.
I don't think you can do it. Actually,
well, there were holes last time.
You can put it on the other side. Actually, the other side is worse because you cannon their side and then put cannons on the ledge.
Oh, on the ledge. Oh God, we need to see that. That's next level, literally, because they're on the anyway. So we might actually see a straight up game. Let's find out. Okay, that is a pylon. I was counting the minerals. We're not 12 nexing here. Okay.
Every time I see a Protoss player just send a probe out and they just like what it looks like to just be an instantly put down pylon, I get nervous. I'm like, okay, does he really know if the Nexus can fit it? Because this looks so close.
Oh yeah, guarantee you. Like that's step number 1. Protoss might be easy, but there's a few things like wall-ins and Nexus pylon placements that you're just gonna screw up and feel stupid about.
So we do have eOnzErG going for so far. Okay, overpull. So we saw this last time and we died. So we do have a faster scouting drone this time. He's making sure that that's not happening. Forge expand for Dewalt. I mean, he's had good success with it all day long. I have to see if we're going to go into DTs again. What exactly is it going to be? Probes coming out. Overlord intercepts it. No big deal. The last game we saw 973. Gladiator game we saw 230 gas, which means it's lair. So I wonder what eOnzErG's build is going to be on this map because we didn't get to see it the first time.
Man, I'd love to see more of these sort of emerging Muta builds where Zerg players are figuring out how to handle the Corsair numbers, either by scourging it first or overwhelming it. I think it's so cool and kind of untapped because like the rule of thumb is just you can't fight Corsairs with mutas, which is still true, but I still like to see, you know, the innovation. But either way, I don't think that's what we're going to get this time. I would expect to see Dewalt just, oh, he almost glitched it, but it's so broken how drones have ranged attacks, isn't it?
It is broken.
Not that, you know, probes don't also have ranged
I didn't
attacks.
say they weren't broken either.
Anything that's not an SCV. The health is a balancing tool. Anyway.
Look at this.
Cannon,
First time cannon before Nexus.
The respect. I mean, he did get in there with a probe and see that there basically wasn't anything to worry about, but oh, he's mining it out.
We've got a mined out mineral patch on the temples at bottom left. Gas did come down at like 245, 250-ish. So I don't think that this is going to be Speedling or we do have Lings coming through the bottom side.
But it's not like a million. You know how you call it like a gaggle of geese? You call a control group of Zerglings an overcommitment of Zerglings. So it's not. It's just to try to get in and be a little bit sneaky about it. So, haha! The probe sees that it's up. So does he block the ramp with it? I think. Oh wow, he is actually going to try to keep these Zerglings at bay.
Yeah, but he's had to pull 5 probes, and it's not like this is close. The Nexus is close to being up. This is a lot of lost mining time.
Yeah.
We don't even have gas. Last game, when did we get our cybernetics?
Oh wow, you're actually right.
3:30 we got our cybernetics. This game, we don't even have our assimilator up.
We don't even have our Nexus up.
We don't even have our Nexus up.
Okay, finally that's up. We gotta put these Proberinos to use.
Hydra Den.
Uh-oh.
Well, I've seen this before. We already saw someone mine out the back and just put Hydras on the ledges.
Trying to get in there, pick off probes. Cheeky, I love it. But even still, these Zerglings don't even have to do anything. Once these Hydras hit, the Zerglings run in, kill the cannon. Oh my god.
Yeah. And it just forces the probes to be off forever. This Zealot can't defend it, so that means we're gonna have to wait for another one.
Yeah. I mean, at least we're back to mining, so that's okay. The Zealot should be able to hold the Zerglings for now. What happens with these Hydras hits? Speed already just now starting, 430.
Yeah, this is going to be another 3-hatch Hydra bust because we don't have lair. Trying to get a count on the drone count. Looks like we have 10 in the main, but that's because he only has 2 on gas.
Yeah.
He's got about 3 at the natural. Link's still just being annoying there.
When does he scout and see exactly what's this? Okay, here comes the probe. This is actually a really crucial scout. Oh, can he catch it? No. It's gonna get in and see no lair.
Yeah, he saw the Hydra Den also, and he saw the Hydras pop out. So that means he knows what's coming. This is a Hydra bust. He instantly goes Citadel. This is no Stargate. But how do we stop the Hydras from getting on the high ground?
Yeah, look, we've got 3 cannons at the front, or I guess 2 + 1, but that'll be done by the time the Hydras get out. But yeah, what do you do? You've got to either put a cannon on the high ground preemptively, and then I don't know, maybe a Zealot. How do you hold on? This is rough. I don't know. This is why this map sucks. Okay.
It's very hard to defend. Hydras at the front are going to kill the gateway. Oh, maybe not. There's actually not many Hydras out for eOnzErG. He's going to lose his Overlord. Dragoon is going to kill it, and that is going to supply block him, and we don't have any Overlords in production. He built drones. Okay, now we have Overlords, but yeah, a big supply block.
Oh, if he picks off this Dragoon, that's rough. He already took out those 2 Zealots, so we're not working with a lot, but that supply block is especially difficult to deal with because you're supposed to be pumping Hydras, and now you have to build 300 minerals.
eOnzErG did finally something unpredictable. He stopped crying.
He is maybe going to get the Forge. I didn't see range come in. Forge has started spinning. I guess Dewalt has realized that, hey, this is not 100 Hydras, this is just 4. So I'm going to get +1 weapon. Spire comes in, but this probe scouts it. I don't know how he consistently is getting a probe out on the map, but it sees what's going on. 4th hatch coming up for eOnzErG, waiting for 5th hatch.
You know, maybe, like, how hard are you trying to sell this as eOnzErG? Because as soon as you mine out that back mineral patch, Protoss start to, like, you know, feel a little antsy. They're like, oh, what's going on here? And so he actually, I mean, the commitment to this was, yeah, maybe he sacrificed some econ earlier on, but He did force out 4 cannons, and he's droning super hard behind this.
Yeah, Dragoon gonna pick off this Ling. Probe scouted top right, sees that 4th hatch isn't even completed yet. It's about to finish, but Dewalt should be feeling pretty good now. He's probably feeling very weary in the beginning when he had to cut a lot to just defend the Lings. But now that he sees that, hey, eOnzErG isn't that far along, I'm still in an okay position. He's got 5K coming in. He's got legs almost done. So he's probably just going to go for a counterattack pretty soon.
Yeah, Spire just now finishing, but we still have only 4 Hydras. I think that's the army.
Yeah. Mute us! You were wondering when we're
Okay,
gonna
all
mute
right.
us.
Well. In our final game of the night, here it is. We only have 1 Corsair, right?
We don't have any Sairs
Oh my
because
God,
we
you're
have
right.
no
He skipped it.
Stargate.
You're right. He skipped it. Man, this game is just everything I want it to be. Okay, this game is like that army slogan: "Be all you can be." That's what Eon's trying to be this game.
We don't have any cannons in our main. We don't have Dark Archon.
Egads.
We don't have Maelstrom.
Now we have a Dragoon now. That shoots up, right?
It does shoot up.
Not
But
a
this
lot
is
else though.
this is 5 mutas. This is the number you need to one-shot. Cannon has started.
Are we going straight there?
But
We're
muta-
going for it. Oh no!
Oh.
He turned around. No!
Zealots actually saving the day.
How dare you? He's got a DT here.
But he has to turn around because look, there's nothing here.
Look, there is Sunken. There are Overlords. He's gonna kill off at least the Dragoon, but man, he counterattacking. That's the Dewalt move to somehow hold on while you miraculously hold on while you counterattack.
Well, even though he had probably game-ending damage right there, he does push Dewalt back. He doesn't take any losses at his Nat. But our window of opportunity to get any damage done with these mutas is kind of out the drain. We've got Dark Archon done. We've got an Archon done. We've got Maelstrom coming in. We got 4 Templar coming in.
There's that one precious moment, Nyokin, and here we go. Gonna do absolutely nothing. If this gets I guess it can't get Maelstrom, but oh, I guess they actually the cannons aren't in range here. Aha! Never mind.
Did find a little bit of an opening there at the natural, but I don't think he's really going to kill that much. Archon going to try and...
Oh, gosh.
Now, what is he doing behind it? Okay, he's got Queen's Nest coming up, so he is going into Hive. Big drone cycle coming in, so he's powering extremely hard. Meanwhile, Dewalt has 6 gate, so it's not like the other games where he had 8 gate. Also, I don't see a Robo anywhere.
Yeah, what do we have for detection here? Because, I mean, there's the other transition is these lurkers that are just now being morphed.
I think he forgot his Robo. Every game so far, we've seen him get it early, but now it's nowhere in sight.
He just now started Storm +1 range. The Dewalt team's super thrown off.
So these lurkers come out, we're just contained. We can just never get out of our base. Meanwhile, eOnzErG's fine. He's got 6 hatch, he's got 3 bases, he's got Evolution Chamber with +1 almost done. I still don't see a robotics anywhere. I think
you're checking things off your list, and you're like,
okay, there it is.
I forgot something. Yeah, well, there it is. But also, I mean, Obs is going to take a very, very long time. Thankfully, these are defensive lurkers. They're not like being morphed outside of his natural. So certainly they will be able to defend. But we're talking about getting into that natural, or I guess we don't have drop, but Hive halfway done.
Hive halfway done. Double Evolution Chamber for eOnzErG now.
They're out there. I'm waiting for those Guardians I was talking about earlier.
Guardians aren't bad. You position them over the ledge at the Nat. They can get quite a few probe kills. Forces out Storm.
Yeah.
Force out Maelstrom maybe. Meanwhile, Dewalt wants to do something with these Zealots. It's the control group, but top right, we got Lings, we got Lurkers, we don't have Observers, so this is going to be pushed back easily.
Wow. Also, just want to say a big congratulations. We've set a BSL record for 600 viewers. Yeah, big thanks to everybody for coming out. I mean, these games are epic. Both of these players have won BSLs before, and they are equally capable of doing that again. They're fantastic, and so watching them play against each other is just so incredible. And just seeing the games are just so sick. So the muta's still being active. We're getting Overlord speed. Defiler tech is actually even almost out already. Oh my God. Obs just, or the Observatory just now finishing. We still have no detection out on the map for Dewalt.
Observatory finishing when Defiler mount's about to finish.
Huh. Which one of these things is not like the other?
Not ideal.
No, for sure. And so, I mean, maybe you're saying, well, he's not being attacked. He doesn't need the detection yet. Yeah, but he can't do anything.
Yeah, he can't do anything.
So,
That's the issue.
If you let the Zerg player get 4 bases up without touching him, you will not have a good time. And that's what we're experiencing here.
And Heartbreak Ridge is one of the most punishing maps because there's so many areas to drop. There's so many ledges. You can get counterattacked so easily. So the fact that Dewalt hasn't kept eOnzErG in check is not a good sign for him. He is starting to get his 3rd base up, but eOnzErG's starting to take his 4th base. He's got crack coming in. He's already gotten upgrades on his Hydralisk, and he's got secondary upgrades coming in. So eOnzErG in an amazing position. Once the filers come out, you are not killing these bases.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, the ball is certainly in Dewalt's court. He's got to do something here. He needs to be proactive. He can't really do that just yet. His way of being proactive is taking this 3rd base. And, I guess that's okay, but I feel like eOn's just going to run away with this game.
He's already running away with it because it's 150 to 120. eOnzErG, not Protoss. So we've got supplies switched basically. This is where Protoss wants to be if they really want to have a chance.
He's about to finish +1 cracklings as well with Dark Swarm.
Yeah, and this is Heartbreak Ridge. It's very hard to just kill any bases. You got to get choked up on so many ledges. Now, it is at least a 2-player map, so there is limited resources. But Dewalt has to survive to the super late game because I don't think he's going to win in the next few minutes. But I do think that eOnzErG could potentially go for like a Doom drop.
Oh god!
Wipe out so much stuff. We don't
cracklings on Protoss buildings.
We don't have drops upgraded for him just yet, but we do have speed. Plagues coming in.
Look at all the Zerglings. Oh my god.
There's so many Zerglings. How many hatches? Last game he had 12, or Gladiator game he had 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
9 hatches for eOnzErG. So this is pretty disgusting. Drops now getting upgraded. What are the upgrades for Protoss? +2, and that's it. So we've seen all day long Dewalt getting +1 plus armor at the same time. We're not having plus armor. Yep. Also no shield.
So everything will die to crackling.
Everything will just instantly die.
Okay, you laugh when we say instantly, but it is basically instant. Zealot lasted less than a second.
Well, Dewalt gonna try and get his 4th base up. Probe gets taken out, but I think he'll be able to get it, but he is still down 30 supply. eOnzErG has a slight worker lead, nothing very impactful, but again, to me, it all comes down to this drop. He just doesn't have anything in the main. So if we get a drop in, you gotta run around the whole map, up and down ramps, up and down ramps. And then what if we put lurker eggs here and cast Dark Swarm at the entrance?
What if we just where's our stasis?
That's basically stasis.
Yeah.
You're just not getting in to save your own base. Now here comes Dewalt. I guess he wants to fight now. eOnzErG is basically maxed. He's about to have +1. He does have +1. But this is a lot of Protoss, and we are completely out of position with these lanes.
Yeah, no way to stop this. I mean, look, this is the move that Dewalt really has to make in order to continue to stay alive, but I think this just triggers eOnzErG to pull the trigger, to head to bottom left. And just streams and streams of Zerg swarming down the bottom left-hand base. Yeah, and just like eOn was out of position to defend his 12 o'clock location, Dewalt's a little out of position to stop this base from going down. Swarm is up.
eOnzErG has decided not to try to anymore today.
The cannons will all die, and this base is pretty dead.
Yeah, and unlike top middle, bottom left is an extremely important base. So once this goes down, we're down again to basically like 2,000 available minerals total to the wall. So he's basically all in with this Nexus being wiped off the map.
Yeah, I mean, look at that plague. Absolutely gigantic. eOnzErG is really just getting everything that he needs to at this point. Plagues, swarms, taking out bases, supplies still favoring eOnzErG even after trading away those massive armies. And now the doom drop of cracklings into the main base. This is about as classic a way to win a game as it comes.
Yeah, and there's really not a lot of defense. It's 2 goons, okay, that is a lot of defense. We got 1 Templar, but it has 3 storms. But this is cracklings. You're not gonna be able to really get much kills with the storm. Maybe he's got to unload. That's a good storm.
Oh, this Templar stormed itself.
Oh, and Dewalt's army has to defend these Lings trying to kill the 4th base. Well, a pylon there. He's going to lose a bunch in the main.
Oh my god. Well, I think it's safe to say that eOnzErG now has a massive advantage. He's building double Ultralisk Cavern behind us to really power out those Ultras as the kind of the killing blow to drop the hammer onto Dewalt, who really is just struggling to survive anywhere.
Yeah, probes being transferred back. Look how long it took Dewalt to actually just get back to his main. We're still not in our main. I guess he did finally clean it up, but more Lings streaming across the map. 190 to 140. eOnzErG just has so much money. Dewalt, we have 4 patches at our natural. That's it.
Oh, I mean, there's more in the main, but still, just not a lot. He needs to maintain this bottom one, and now we have 8 Ultras and both Ultra upgrades on the way.
Yeah, once the Ultras come in.
Oh, check the main base. Oh, the main.
Oh, lurkers.
No, in the main. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, they killed all the probes.
He just killed all the probes. In the natural, he's killing all the probes with the lurker.
Yeah, 22 probes left.
Oh my god, so many probes going down. And eOnzErG is so close to just taking this game. He's taking his 5th base, that mineral only that Dewalt killed. This is Dewalt's only army. He has to win with it. But it's not upgraded. It just flat out is weak.
Yeah, and even though there are some storms here, there's only... How many cracklings can a storm kill? 25, 30, whatever. But there's too many. Nice maelstrom on the 4 Lings just to make sure they didn't get up there. There's more and more Lings coming through here, and it feels like Dewalt, yes, has a bunch of storms, but he has to deal with all these lurkers that are preventing him from mining. So finally, he can get back to mining, but there's no minerals to mine there. He still needs to reestablish this southern base, and he can't get it up.
Yeah, he hasn't transferred drones to the main either, so he's flat out not mining right now. Just not mining.
Yeah. Minerals are not moving. He's getting a little bit of gas. He needs to win these fights. He has no more units behind this. Dark Archon pops, and that means that there's nothing left to control. Streams, Lings. Now 8, now almost 20 Ultras are out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 10 back at home, 6 in production.
I think this is it. We just don't have anything.
Yeah, there's nothing here. 2 cannons and a dream. Little
eOnzErG has decided to cry again cause he didn't really want to harm Dewalt.
He got his revenge. He did not let it affect him. I thought for sure we were going to be tilted after the cannon.
Those bops on SPX, the true hero. SPX is like the Samwise Gamgee to our Belgian Frodo here, helping enable him to get his mentality back together, to come back and deliver revenge. A dish best served in the round of 8, which is where eOnzErG is going. So congratulations to eOnzErG. I believe he advances on to play. Actually, we can check in the brackets. So I mean, those games were just like so good. Oh my god. Let's see.
He's gonna play Dandy.
Yeah. So Abby Love advances on to play TT1, and eOnzErG advances on to play Dandy. So, whew. I mean, look, if he can do that to SPX. What's he gonna do to Dandy? It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
Can't wait.
Abby Love versus TT1 is gonna be good too.
Oh yeah.
They know each other quite well. It'll be interesting to see if there's any mind games going on.
Oh, I'm sure there will be. I'll be disappointed if there won't. And that is gonna do it for what a lot of people. I got so many tweets. I'm like, excuse me, why is Group C the group of death? Don't you know that Dewalt and eOnzErG are the best? I saw them win BSLs. They're gonna win today too. Well, posthumously, because this is what you guys set yourselves up for. Whenever you make these, like, why are you saying these dumb things comments, I just get to bide my time until the group happens. And then you know it's coming. Anyway, this group was amazing, but if there were ever another candidate for a group of death, it would be Group D, which is coming up tomorrow. It's got the current reigning BSL champion, True Touch. Terror, the best player in South America. Asterisk. Goranich, one of the best players in Russia, champion of the Italian Esports Festival. And Crossy, our honorary, we promise he's actually North American and not Korean guy, who was just recently out here in Korea. You guys met up. We've got lots of fun Crossy stories to tell.